As you could see that New York Times recently rated Assam one of the to be visited in 2025, and that is also at number 4.
Yeah.
And this is biggest achievement in the recent times. Soraido Mojaus also just got enlisted in the UNESCO's World Heritage Site list, and as India's single nomination, we are very much blessed to have wildlife 7 national parks, but we are also trying to make Assam an all-season destination.
Today we are honored to have with us Sri Kumar Padmapani Bora, Commissioner Secretary to the Government of Assam Tourism Department, and he is also the Managing Director of the Assam Tourism Development Corporation. He is also an Indian Revenue Service Officer.
Notion that people used to have, the perceptions used to have whether we to visit Assam or not is no. Though that has gone now. Recognition from Agoda. Agoda is a booking site. They have mentioned that Guwahati is one of the busiest and also fastest growing cities in the country. You can see that our Prime Minister has visited Kaziranga and stayed a night in the National Park. He's the first Prime Minister in India to stay a night in Kaziranga. And thereafter, Bhutan King, he also visited. And Sadhguru also visited. Tendulkar, he visited.
There were many projects that were showcased during Advantage Assam, and anything that particularly comes to your mind with respect to investments?
Advantage Assam 2.0, I think probably one of the biggest event in Assam so far.
From revenue services, where, as we see in movies, the raids, taxation,
Daraza kholo.
all that looks, it's a different part when viewers are watching it in a movie. And how is it to be living a life like that?
Certain intelligence gathering mechanism is there. Sometimes we have to go in disguise to any other places, some places like marketplaces or office premises. And finally, when you actually conduct such operations and you get success, then it actually gives you satisfaction. That's you have revenue is the backbone of your economy and the country's growth. And I'm very happy to be in this service, which is actually associated with the revenue collection.
Brahmaputra Carnival was very exciting for all the Guwahatians, I believe. So what's the priority right now? Better highways or more airport connections?
See the beauty of Guwahati. It's surrounded by hills. River Brahmaputra is there. We're going to get some luxury cruises along with these parks and other avenues. And as I've already mentioned, that city is going to host international concerts. Many other parks in Amingaon also have given management contract for water activities.
If you could ban one tourist behavior in Assam, what would that be? Do you see tourism and culture as a shared mission between you and your spouse, each contributing in its own way?
Tourism actually in
Today we are honored to have with us Sri Kumar Padmapani Bora, Commissioner Secretary to the Government of Assam Tourism Department, and he is also the Managing Director of the Assam Tourism Development Corporation. He is also an Indian Revenue Service Officer. So we welcome you to Dialogue with Deepika, and thank you for giving us your time. So I would like to begin with your early years. How was your childhood? You were brought up in Jorhat, and you went to Jorhat Government Boys HS and MP School. How was the early journey for you?
Early journey, it's always core to anybody's life, I believe, because the starting point, and I started my journey from Jorhat, from a small place. That time in a small place, obviously now Jorhat has developed, but that time it was not exactly as you can see today, Jorhat. So from there I started my journey, and I started my schooling in the Assamese medium, vernacular medium. And as you have mentioned about the school, that is the high school. I went in class 5, and before that I was again in Assamese primary school, and thereafter I joined this school, and it was always very nostalgic for me whenever I talk or discuss about my school. It is the heritage school, and established in 1883, and has legacy. Still many prominent figures in Assam, they studied in the school from Jorhat, and I also feel very proud to be a student of that particular school.
Right.
And obviously the childhood is always very important for anybody's life, and I also consider it's very important. And it's related to your parents, your cousins, your friends. Nobody has any interest, because when you grow and your child is completely, out of any interest, everybody is associated with you because of love and affections. And it is always memorable for me, my childhood and my studying journey. Thereafter, obviously, I joined Cotton College in 1999, and thereafter I completed my SS in 2001, and thereafter my graduation in Cotton College. So it's a wonderful journey.
Right. And any stories that you recall that help you connect with your current life? Anything, any story you would like to share with us from your childhood?
Yes, since childhood, I had this, objective in my mind that something I should do. Obviously, I'm today in bureaucracy or in civil service, but not exactly civil service, but that objective or some ambition was there in my childhood. So in since schooling, and that I can relate with me, because not story as you have asked me, but obviously something that I had in my mind. And today I'm in a position that I could fulfill my that objective or ambition. I'm very happy for that.
Right.
This is, I think, probably I can relate to my childhood.
Great. So the motive and the inspiration was there from the very childhood.
Yes, you can say that.
So moving on, tell us about writing competitive exams, and henceforth getting into Indian Revenue Services. How was the journey?
As I already mentioned, that something was in my mind since my childhood and school days, and I thereafter joined Cotton College in 1999. And I was involved in many other activities apart from my, academics. So, say for the hostel activities, and then other cultural activities, writing for journals in the colleges. So I was involved in all those activities, and gradually I also started studying the course materials for civil services in my college days in Cotton College. And thereafter, obviously, I joined Jawaharlal Nehru University in Delhi in 2004. And somehow I got into you can say atmosphere, and also in touch with many colleagues, and also my the friends, those who were preparing for civil services. And obviously, I got many input from them, and the real preparation for civil service that actually started in Delhi in year 2005-6, and I wrote my prelims exam in 2007 first time, and thereafter again in 2008 and 2008 when I wrote, and I got selected for civil service in that particular exam only. That actually exam was completed in 2009, because results were announced in 2009 May. So that's how I started my preparation, though it was there in my mind since my childhood.
Right. So was there any family connection? You had someone in your family to guide you about competitive exams?
See, competitive exam guide means something you can see how the civil service contribute in the society. So my family, obviously, since my childhood, they inspired me that I should join such a service.
Right.
At least I can, the way I can contribute in the society. They also inspired a lot. And thereafter, obviously, no as such guide, I would not say that systematic guidance was not there. Obviously, in the college and in school, in particular in Assam, we don't have that kind of support system for preparation for civil services. Mostly people are not aware about the preparation style, and also the way we should prepare. But it was a self-running process in Guwahati when I was in Cotton College, and thereafter when I joined JNU. Obviously, as I already mentioned, that many students were preparing for civil services, and many of them already got through in the exam. So I somehow came in touch with such, I would say, the successful candidates, and also those friends and students preparing for civil services. And that's how I also got more inspired and also got to know the way of preparation,
Right.
how to prepare and how to make your own strategy and planning. So that's how I started my preparation.
So I would say it's the company that inspired you.
Obviously, the company, you can
Start.
say that is finally, though it isn't mine, and I started my preparation company. Why it helps you, you will get to know how to prepare, actually, what to prepare and what not to prepare, and how to write.
Right.
And they can also take guidance about your personality development. So it's an all-round support system, and that I could gather through my association with my friends and also my senior from JNU and from some those successful candidates from Assam.
Right. So a lot of students will be viewing this. Any technique, trick that you could give them out of the way?
See, I strongly feel that there is no alternative to your hard work. You have to do hard work, and obviously, there's a way that is called smart work. So you need to know how to prepare your exam in a smart way. You should know what the question likely to be asked, because you have to study previous year's questions, and also have to discuss with your friends and other candidates who are preparing, aspirants. But at the same time, you have to do hard work. There's no alternative. But at the same time, you need a constant, is a sort of honest approach. That is very important. You should not be seen everywhere. Somebody is in a sport, somebody is in a civil services. It's also happens that somebody in different fields also we have example of clearing civil services, but it's my personal view that you should be very focused, very important. So if you start working like that, in a focused approach, hardworking, and at the same time you should know how to do smart work, definitely get a success.
Right.
Yes, that's it.
That's a lot to learn from your sharings. Moving on, you're married to Mridusmita Daspora, and you are blessed with 2 beautiful children. Balancing public service and personal life can be demanding.
See, it's again, you have to manage that. Obviously, civil service and being in the different, profiles, work profile, also needs your attention at different, space, and also it needs 24/7 attention. Sometimes you work. So at the same time, your family is also very important. So you have to balance that. And somehow I feel that my family is also supportive. And whenever I get my time, and I take them out, and also try to give my time to them. And obviously we have, Saturdays and Sundays off sometimes. I try to manage them.
Right.
Those vacation times also during various festivals. So it's a two-way process. I believe that your families also should be supportive, and also you have to manage your time.
Right.
Somehow trying to balance that.
Got that. Moving on from revenue services, where, as we see in movies, the raids, taxation, all that looks, it's a different part when viewers are watching it in a movie. And how is it to be living a life like that? Is it exhausting? Must be taking a toll on your personal life too?
No, not exactly. This is again, I already mentioned that work profile always demands certain attention depending on the situations. So I'm basically a taxman, and from a service which is very technical, Indian Revenue Service, and mostly into direct tax collections and enforcement of direct tax code. So as you mentioned, raid, that is we call search and seizure. It's very much part of our work profile. So this is also very important to detect tax evasion. So it is interesting. It is interesting to get to know many things, and also it gives you satisfaction to a large extent, because you can unearth complex issues of tax evasions. And interesting, if I think probably you have seen, as you have mentioned, rate one, that is also could see in the how it was pixelized, and many actual things were presented. So there's a process, and always such operations are conducted as per law, as per the Income Tax Act and other legislations and also rules. So we, being in a preview of law and what is prescribed under various rules, we conduct such operation, and very much interesting.
Right.
I find it.
Right. It's very interesting to know that how you look at it vis-a-vis any other common man would look at it.
This is again looking at something as it may have some different perspectives. It is up to you how you look at, and I may not agree with you. You may not be agreed with any other person, but everybody has a perception on something, and I feel this revenue is the backbone of your economy and the country's growth. This is something state always give importance, as we can see that entire economy and developments and all the infrastructures, you can say infrastructures, entertainment, or defense, and all important education, social sectors are dependent on your revenue collections. And I'm very happy to be in this service, which is actually associated with the revenue collection.
Right. I think there's a deep honor and gratitude in this work that we should also express for it.
Thank you.
All right. Anything that you want to share on a lighter note from your all experiences with raids, or any, what you call them, exciting experiences in your profile? Any short story with your team or otherwise?
Always we have a procedure. Actually, it's a learning process. Again, search and seizure is a learning process. Though we have legal provisions, we always follow that, and rules also we follow. But certain things are very something not as taught in procedures, how to conduct. It is completely your intelligence.
Right.
You have to develop your strategies. So you get to know from your seniors, and also even from the junior colleagues, that how to conduct. Certain intelligence gathering mechanism is there. Sometimes we have to go in disguise to any other places, some places like marketplaces or office premises, and you have to collect information in disguise. The person or the party may not be knowing actually you are actually getting the information. That is interesting. Like sometimes we used to go as a marketing agents or any buddy working with a call center like that. So it is interesting. You go in such a way to collect information, and finally when you actually conduct such operations and you get success, then it actually gives you satisfaction. That's you have. It's like a again the way you are planning now. This podcast, you have definitely prepared a questionnaire, and you have also thought of how to conduct this conversation. So it's a search and seizure or any other things also is like that only. You have to prepare. You have to prepare your questionnaires, what to ask, what not to ask. So it's always interesting.
I can get that, and I can feel the joy and excitement of how a child feels it. I feel sometimes it just giving me that connect right now. And now from IRS, you have transitioned into a very diverse department, that is Assam Tourism. And Assam Tourism has seen a landscape shift. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody is able to relate, and they are traveling all the way to the Northeast. How has been this transition for you?
I'm very happy to know that people are recognizing Assam. And now Assam is one of the preferred destination. As you could see that New York Times recently rated Assam one of the 52 destinations to be visited in 2025, and that is also at number 4.
Yeah.
And this is, I think, one of the biggest achievement in the recent times. And also, we got this recognition from Agoda. Agoda is a booking site. They have mentioned that Guwahati is one of the busiest and also fastest growing cities in the country. Recently, I attended India Today conclave in Delhi, and they have also awarded Nameri as a best adventure tourism destinations, and many other things we are achieving. And people are now looking at Assam. Our footfall has tremendously increased in recent past, and especially in the last 4-5 years. And significant growth we can see in the foreign tourist footfall also. So obviously there are certain reasons behind that, and most importantly the law and order. Law and order has improved tremendously in last 4-5 years in Assam under the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister, and also with the support of the union government under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister. And number of peace accords already been signed between various insurgent groups now. So in last 4-5 years, there is no such protest or hesitation in Assam. So people are now thinking that Assam is free of such notion that people used to have, the perceptions used to have, whether we would visit Assam or not. Is no, though that has gone now.
Yeah.
So that is something we definitely taking in a positive way, and a lot of supports also we have received from the union government. You can see that the Honorable Prime Minister has visited Kaziranga and stayed a night in the National Park. He's the first Prime Minister in India to stay a night in Kaziranga.
Right.
And also during Advantage Assam 2.0, we saw around 50 heads of missions. They visited Kaziranga National Park and took safari, headed by the Honorable External Affairs Minister of India himself. So these are the systematic approach. And Soraido Moidams also just got enlisted in the UNESCO's World Heritage Site list, and as India's single nomination. So it shows the support that we are receiving from the Government of India, and also the efforts being made in Assam under the leadership of the Honorable Chief Minister, that Soraido could got into this list of UNESCO heritage site. So obviously now Assam is in the tourism map, and somehow it's going to contribute towards employment generation also, and also economic growth in the state economy.
Right. Knowing about Choraido Moidans and them getting into UNESCO Heritage Site is such a pride. And I'm sure many of us living in Assam for 20, 40, 50 years have not visited yet. And that is now such a honor to be listed worldwide.
Yes, this is the 43rd listing from India in UNESCO's World Heritage Sites under Culture and Heritage category. And you must be knowing that it is the royal burial ground of our home kings. And we have a rich history of our home kingdom in Assam, and also their rich architectural designs of these Moidams and other monuments. So it's a really matter of pride for us.
Right. Yes, sir. As you already mentioned, the tourism is going to contribute a lot to Assam's GDP growth also. And now knowing that, do you see tourism and culture as a shared mission between you and your spouse, each contributing in its own way?
Tourism actually includes everything. It obviously very closely associated with culture, and along with that, many aspects, textile, food habits, dress, as I mentioned about textiles, and then even music, then the films, everything is related to tourism. So it's very closely associated with culture.
Right. And it must be quite an honor to have a spouse likewise who understands culture so deeply.
This is managing your profile, government profile, or your professional profile is always different.
Yeah.
I don't want to mix it with my personal life. Your personal life, having culture, elements in your home, it's always different. That is always going to continue with me. But
Yes.
something I'm presently working, that is time bound. That is something specific to certain period only. I may not be there for a long time. I've already completed 3 years, 3.5 years. So everywhere in bureaucracy, it is for a particular time. You are given some profile to manage, and I'm working on that. And something in your home, it will continue. So I don't want to mix that.
I get that. And I can see your openness in your vision that's there. There were many projects that were showcased during Advantage Assam. And anything that particularly comes to your mind with respect to investments?
See, Advantage Assam 2.0, I think probably one of the biggest event in Assam so far. We could sign many MOUs from the side of government of Assam. And tourism is also one of the focused area during this Advantage Assam 2.0. We signed around 17 MOUs during this summit, and mostly into the hospitality sector, hotels, and some of other components are also involved here, ropeways or caravans and cruise, river cruise. So it is definitely a major positive sign for tourism sector of Assam. People are now coming forward to invest, and government of Assam is also supporting through various incentives and support system. And exciting, I would say that we are closely monitoring this implementation part of this MOUs, and happy to share that one of the MOUs that we've signed on caravan tourism and introducing caravans. They have already made 3 caravans. They're going to introduce 10 caravans in their as part of MOUs, and they have already I think purchased, and these caravans are being developed, and 3 different models they have already completed, and we could see them yesterday at Assam Tourism Development Corporation office. So I think in the coming days, this hospitality sector through such investments is going to benefit it, and it will definitely going to contribute in state GDP's growth, and also in the employment generation.
Right. So there are varied kind of experiences that now people can come from across India and even worldwide.
These experiences are there because Assam is blessed to have many tourism prospects. We have wildlife, we have temples, we have hills, we have river, we have vibrant culture, we have different festivals. So it is not restricted to just wildlife or some one element. It is, we have different elements, and we are now focusing on many other aspects also, like MICE tourism, and also on concert tourism. This time budget we have introduced Government of Assam under the leadership of our Chief Minister. This concert tourism has been announced, and Assam is going to organize big international tourism concert this year.
Wow.
Yes.
We can't wait for that. Homestays are booming under a particular program called Amar Alohi or Alohi Amar.
Yeah.
Amar Alohi. And are we prepared to be hosting homestays?
Yeah, we are very much prepared. This is Amar Alohi already. 67 homestays are supported by Government of Assam through capital subsidy scheme, and majority of them are operational. And we have introduced a new model of homestays last year, that is cluster based. We are providing capital subsidy to groups, tourism self-help groups, up to rupees 1 crore, and there should be 10 units in each group, and having 2 rooms means 20 rooms per unit. And we have already approved 5 such clusters, and I think probably in a month or 2 months, all these 4-5 clusters are going to be completed. And government is also supporting through marketing and promotional subsidy to encourage these homestays or homestay owners to operate those homestays. So that is yearly we are going to give some government support. And along with that, once this civil construction part is completed, we are also trying to provide soft support, soft component support to such homestays through handholdings, onboarding them on OTA platforms and other booking engines, and also train them how to manage these homestays so that quality service is assured to the visitors and tourists.
All right, that's a lot of handholding
Yes.
for this entire program, and a lot of good success.
Yes, this is very important from the point of a sustainable tourism and responsible tourism, and also to create employment.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's going to help in the real economy.
Got that, sir. So you mentioned that many delegates and dignitaries were here during Advantage Assam 2.0. Even our Prime Minister sir were there, and recently Sachin Tendulkar has visited Kaziranga. So what was the most striking impact it had on them?
See, for us, as I already mentioned, that ever since this new government came to power in 2014 in the union government headed by Honorable Prime Minister, they have started giving altogether different approach toward Northeast. They're considering Northeast as Astalakshmi and trying to systematically support Northeastern regions. And as I mentioned about Soraido Moi Dams and Kaziranga too, is on Prime Minister, the first Prime Minister in the country to stay a night in Kaziranga. Thereafter, again during this Advantage Assam, I already mentioned that 50 heads of mission they visited to Kaziranga National Park, took safari, headed by the Union Honorable External Affairs Minister himself, and thereafter other Bhutan King he also visited. And Sadhguru also visited Kaziranga National Park. Now you are asking Tendulkar, he visited. So somehow, as I mentioned, that people have now come to know, or they have made their mind that now Northeast is free of any such perception. Now it is totally safe, and we must visit. And with such systematic approach from the government, and we are blessed to have such visitors in the Kaziranga National Park are getting such prominence, and also the revenue collection year after year has increased in Kaziranga National Park along with the footfall. Obviously, for during this Advantage Assam 2.0, as you have asked me the straight question, this high delegation, they visited and they amazed to see, I could see them, rhinos, elephants. For them, it's really, really a different experience. Such, I think, initiative from the part of the government really going to boost tourism in coming days in Kaziranga.
Yes, and I have heard you only in one of your speaks that where you mentioned that Assam is not just for Kaziranga. It is a tourism spot throughout the year.
Yes.
Be it tea garden, be it even the cities springing with so many projects. UNESCO World Heritage Sites, Ma Kamakhya Devi's temple is there, and many other places are springing. On that note, the city has seen also a lot of changes, and there have been a lot of parks, have been a lot of developments. So anything you would like to mention?
See, city beautification is going on in Guwahati, as you could see. Brahmaputra riverfront development, already 2 projects completed, and Pan Bazar area, and those are open for public. And another one of the biggest river development project in Assam that is going to be completed very soon in Uzan Bazar area, and we'll have multiple such activities in the riverfront and Rozan Bazar area in Guwahati. Along with that, redevelopment and beautification of Digalipur is going on, and many other parks in Amingaon also have given management contract for water activities. So once the tourists they come in Guwahati, they should have such experiences so that they will stay at least 2-3 nights here, and they could actually see the beauty of Guwahati. It's surrounded by hills. River Brahmaputra is there. They can go for cruise, and which is the advantage some people know. We are going to get some luxury cruises in Guwahati, and along with these parks and other avenues. And as I have already mentioned, that city is going to host international concerts. So something we are going beyond wildlife, tourism. We are very much blessed to have wildlife, 7 national parks, but we are also trying to make Assam an all-season destination. We have heritage tourism prospects in various places, religious tourism. We have started river tourism, carnival, Brahmaputra Carnival, that continue 3 months in Guwahati. So these are the efforts being made to make Assam an all-season destinations.
Right. And the Brahmaputra Carnival was very exciting for all the Guwahatians, I believe. They were looking forward to flock and be there every weekend or during all their leisure time.
Yes.
So it was a great success.
Yes, we tried to introduce many things through this carnival. We had this tent accommodation in River Brahmaputra, and inside middle of river. We had water activities, adventurous activities, food and culture also. We organized concerts, around 10 concerts, and like Papan and Amit Trivedi also performed during such concert. And even local artists, they perform around 500 artists. We engaged them during weekends and also in the Sandbar Island. So it's I think we can go ahead with such festivals, and Assam should also bring such festival in the national calendar of tourism.
Totally. Yes, sir. Awesome. Assam has seen success. So what other states can learn from this campaign?
See, I cannot comment on that, how other states is going to learn from us. We know only our strategy. We are trying to promote Assam through various campaign mechanism, and we are participating in various road shows and also festivals, tourism festivals organized at various parts of the country. We are our own also organizing road shows, and during Advantage Assam, outreach programs and road shows conducted at various places. Tourism we try to promote, and we also attended such outreach programs in places like London and Dubai, and there after Japan, Singapore, and also in South Korea. So in other places, in India also, and many other parts. So it is our strategy to promote Assam through various such road shows, and also through various festivals where tourism is going to participate. And other marketing strategies are digital media and social media basically, and also through various activities like supporting tourism related activities. So we are trying to promote Assam tourism in a defined marketing strategy.
Right. That's so great to hear. And with respect to marketing, and I've discovered that the digital marketing has also worked wonderfully. Social media, and
we're trying to promote through social media handles, and also through various digital campaigns, and also outdoor campaigns in places like Delhi and Mumbai, Calcutta, where we get more tourist footfall.
Yes, I have myself witnessed campaigns outside Assam also.
Thank you.
And that is a very moment of pride that
Thank you.
This is something that will get to us. Yes. Our sponsor for this episode is the spree walk from the Saraighat Lake at Aminggaon. There are a lot of fun activities and water rides coming up for Guwahatians and even visitors to go and experience the natural beauty amidst hills and enjoy the natural landscapes. And it's also a beautiful garden that is coming up in Aminggaon. So we thank our sponsor for this episode. Thank you. All right. So we move to a fun and lighthearted conversation, yet motive-driven. If you could swap jobs with any tourism minister globally for a week, who and why?
I don't aspire to be like as you are suggesting, because I'm happy with my current job profile. I'm a career civil servant, and I'm trying to contribute as per my what I say prescribed jurisdiction. So I'm happy with that.
Got that. Complete this sentence. You know you are from Assam when? Or a trait that sets apart that yes, you're from Assam.
Every time I feel I'm from Assam.
All right. Yes. Okay. Every time. And if you had to describe Assam's tourism potential in 3 words, what would they be?
3 words is difficult because it's I would say awesome, amazing, and hospitable.
Got it. If you could ban one tourist behavior in Assam, what would that be?
This is, see, we believe in the philosophy of Atiti Devo Bhava. जो आ रहे हैं, whosoever is visiting us, we treat them as God, and I strongly feel that everybody is trying to contribute, whosoever is visiting, and as such, I don't find anything to be banned.
Got that. All right. And so what's the priority right now? Better highways or more airport connections?
Both. If you see the New York Times report, when they rated Assam at number 4 out of 52 destinations to visit, they specifically mentioned about improved infrastructures in Assam. Highways are important, and the government, under the leadership of our chief ministers, are giving a lot of emphasis on highways and state highways, and also on national highways. Connectivity is very important for tourists also, so that they can connect to any other parts with Guwahati in a quicker and faster manner. And the airport is also very much in need for us, and I'm happy that the new terminal of Guwahati Airport is likely to be operationalized very soon in September, October. So I strongly believe after visiting the airport terminal, that is going to be one of the best airport terminal in India.
Right. We are all equally excited to see it. You have led some truly impactful initiatives in Assam tourism. I'm curious that when you're not strategizing for the state in either of your footsteps, in either of your shoes, what keeps you grounded personally? And what does a day off look like for you?
See, first of all, I don't think that I have strategized anything. This is my work profile, as I have mentioned. I'm trying to contribute as per my knowledge and also as per mandate. So it is nothing very special. I feel this is normal work that we are trying to do, and in a normal course. It's a team effort. I believe that when we are planning and we are working as per mandate and as per our work profile, team effort is very much important, and I'm happy and very grateful to the team that tourism department is having, both in the ATDC and Directorate, and also Department of Tourism. So it's an all-round support system which you effort and your support they were getting from your colleagues and the team that is actually contributing. And as you have mentioned about what was the second question?
It was, how do you spend your day off?
See, day off, sometimes I go out to meet my friends and also family, and that's how I pass my free time.
Got that. If you were to catch you and your spouse, where would you be happiest? In a concert hall, on a quiet tea estate, or maybe exploring a hidden spot in Assam?
Tea estate.
Tea estate.
Yes.
I get that. The rich heritage of the tea garden.
Obviously, we're supporting the tea tourism infrastructure development. Government is supporting that. and tea tourism infrastructure, I think probably already in operations in places like Dibrugarh, Kaziranga, and recently Durong Tea State operation has already been commenced through the management contract. So we are very happy with such infrastructure development, and tea tourism has a lot of potentials to grow.
Your one actionable tip for someone watching who wants to join Assam's tourism wave?
It's we strongly believe this the private sector participation. Tourism is something is more about private sector, and government is there to facilitate. So we want that new generation, they should come out and also see the potential that tourism sector has, and it is one of the very important sectors and the service sector, I believe, and going to be has potential to emerge as largest employer generating sector.
Right.
So I strongly feel that youth from Assam, they should really come out and take this opportunities that are in we can find them in tourism sector.
Got that. And where can people connect with you or explore more opportunities with Assam tourism?
What is the question?
Where can people connect with you and explore
Connecting with me is a very easy thing. That my numbers and email IDs are all available in public domain in the websites. People, I find that people are messaging also many times, and whatever possible, I try to revert
right?
in WhatsApp. Social media always, Facebook is there, so it's very easy, I believe.
I get that.
Nothing very difficult.
All right, sir. So best wishes to you and
Sure.
to carrying the footsteps with balancing a creative department as well as a department which is the backbone of India, like you mentioned, the revenue services.
There is no gap as such. The people think that bureaucracy has some gap. I don't feel that, as you have asked this question about connecting. So we are part of the society. This is my work that I'm working. Now we are doing a podcast. It is your work.
Right.
So somebody is running a hotel, somebody is running a restaurant or something, anything, cafe. They are also part of society and they're contributing to their own work profile. So there is no such gap.
Right, sir.
It's ultimately a society.
Yeah.
So you are given some role to play. That's it.
I have experienced a lot of humbleness. I've experienced a lot of groundedness with you and your dedication
I don't.
to your service. I have
think
felt
it's
that.
obviously because whatever I am today, this is because of service, I believe.
Right.
Although your personal efforts are there,
Yes.
but service definitely has given such opportunities to contribute. So I'm always grateful to my service.
Great. And I think that is what sets apart a civil officer, from the dream that you carried to today when you're fulfilling it. The intent is very, very important.
Yes.
On that note, thank you so much,
Thank
sir,
you.
for giving us your time.
Thank you so much.